Hey, Cancer Crabs. How are y'all doing, by the way? Let's get into it. All right. All right, so let's see what you Cancers have got. Hold on, one more shuffle. I was supposed to go skydiving, but didn't. But you know, my sister was like, nah, you ain't, My sister got scared, but you have the Seven of Cups. I'm still gonna go next year anyway, I don't care. The Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Judgment, excuse me, right? You have the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and last but not least, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, oh, by the way, too, if you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are actually on my website. You can contact me at, sorry about that, getting a text message. So you can basically contact me either through my email if this reading resonated with you for a personal private reading, or you can contact me through my website. The link to my website is in the description box below. I'll also post it in the comment section. All right. So also, please make sure to get my book at Amazon. The link to that is also in the description. Okay, so for the Cancers, what we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. All right, the Wheel of Fortune represents Cancer Crabs, that and the Chariot. So the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups are all about how a lot of you Cancer Crabs need to kind of be on high alert for the type of people whom you are dating. The Seven of Cups is you could be a little bit too, you could be delusional about the type of people whom you have or the type of people that you want, right? So, or the ships that come in. A lot of times people think the Six of Swords represents the ships that are going out, right? Specifically with this card. But the Six of Swords actually represent the ships that are coming in. So, this is a situation for you where you need to understand that you Cancers right around now could be really dating someone that you have to be waiting hand and foot on, where you're dominant. See, a lot of people think that dominance is getting another person to serve them. It's actually being submissive and letting things go, and learning how to let things go is where the real power is, because you're open to receive, you know, and as well as give. That's what constitutes a healthy relationship. Not forcing the person to do something, right? Not trying to control and manipulate them. Not trying to control where the relationship goes, right? Most people put such an emphasis on submissive and dominant. Both of those things are wrong. And I'm about to prove it right now. It's wrong because it doesn't work. And it's wrong because the more dominant you are in a relationship is the more you have to do. The more submissive you are in a relationship is the more you receive. So a healthy relationship, right? Because a relationship where you give, and you receive little bit, but what you receive is just a smile on the face, is actually a relationship where one of the people are being parasitic and one of them is giving off their energy because they don't think that they deserve to receive. They got a problem with receiving. And, you know, I have this smirk on my face because a lot of people, you know, contrary to popular belief. So what happens here is that a real functional relationship or where two people give and take, because one is not being more parasitic than the other, and one is not giving off their own energy and their life force more than the other person. It's both. It creates a neutral relationship, or a null or neutral relationship, because neither of them are overly giving and taking. So what happens here is that the Judgment and the Nine of Swords is about, so you Cancers need to learn to be very observant of that, because you can be left open to those parasitic relationships that you may Where you at? Come here. Come. What's wrong with my cat? Come here. My cat ate something that done got my cat, you know what I mean, wilding out right now. Must have ate a mouse or something like that. Anyway, my cat be bugging. Anyway, so you have to pay attention for that. Okay, you have to really pay attention. You have to be on your P's and Q's of that, right? Because you can end up in relationships where you give and you give and you give, and then you'll end up getting mad because now it's like, I gave all of this, what happened? So the Eight of Cups now, the Eight of Cups is about you really also want to watch out for people who are just getting out of relationships. And you'll know that they're just getting, I'm looking out the window, you'll know that they're just getting out of relationships because you can ask them. And they're more than likely they'll tell you the truth. But also pay attention for people who use depression as a weapon, right? And what I mean by that is they'll make up an excuse for that to not do anything, right? Not get anything done, right? So why are all these things important? It's important so that you Cancers don't get caught up in the emotionality and the sentimentality of it all, right? Because I'm not even gonna put that out there. Anyway, I'm not even gonna put that out there. That may come up in a video sometime in the future. But the point is, that's something that you Cancers have to watch out for, right? So the Nine of Cups and the Three of Pentacles represents this being a case for a lot of you where the Nine of Cups and the Three of Pentacles is, it's time for you to actually name what it is that you want ahead of time. Let people know that you don't want to be taken advantage of, and you actually want to, feel loved right back in the relationship also. See, that's the thing that Leo and Libra actually do correctly. They let you know what it is. And I like that. They let you know something for something, right? And I actually like that, because then the two of y'all can essentially set that basic level of understanding, because a lot of times, I said this before and I'm going to say it again, a lot of people don't notice, they don't want to, or some of them don't want to admit it. A lot of people are in unhealthy relationships. Why? Because a healthy relationship is not about one person doing most of the receiving while the other person is giving. Regardless of whether or not you feel good about that, you're still getting played. You're just allowing yourself to get played. That's all that is. Even if you're getting joy out of that. Now again, if that's something that you want to do, and you're getting something from it, have at it. But you're still getting played nonetheless. Still a parasitic relationship. A healthy relationship is where both of them give and take. And yeah, sometimes there is going to be one person who's the leading authority on something, or the other partner is going to be the leading authority on something. It's okay, but as long as it's not an always or a consistent a consistent thing all the time. That's the dance of the relationship. Sometimes one lead, then the other, then it's neutral, then it's one lead, then the other, then it's neutral, flat. Then one leads, then the other, then it's neutral, flat. That's what it is. That's the dance. That's the dance. So okay. So then the next couple of cards are the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Three of Swords and Wheel of Fortune talks about the very same thing that I was talking about. Right. This is where a lot of the sentimentality comes into play, because some of you Cancers don't feel like you're very important, and that's where a lot of the defensiveness. Because the thing is that the worst thing in the world for the Cancers is the Cancers don't want to get hurt. They don't. And emotionally hurt. But this could be a problem, because the Cancers, just like Scorpio, and remember, higher and lower octave, it can lead the Cancers to do a lot of things, sometimes end up drastically doing a lot of things that can be kosher. Remember, Cancer Crabs is the most dangerous zodiac sign for a reason, because that sentimentality of, not being able to separate yourself from this. Now, me personally, in my own personal life, I have a lot of Cancers around me. I grew up with a lot of Cancers personally, based upon friends, based upon, people that I know, based upon family. And I've never really been quite compatible with Cancer, because Cancer doesn't want to stay in one place one thing that I'm realizing about Cancers really is Cancer doesn't want to deal with their own emotions. And they take it a step way too far. Sometimes way too far. And this ends up hurting the path or the trajectory of where your relationship can potentially go, right? Because I'll say this right now, right? And I know it's getting a little bit deep, but it has to go this far. It's very difficult dealing with a Cancer, because y'all are so ruled by your emotions. When someone isn't trying to hurt y'all end up hurting the other person, because y'all have not dealt with your own. And there's more people starting to come out about this and talk about Cancer Crabs, about y'all need to actually come to grips with y'all darker side and embrace that, because everybody has their own light side and dark side. And why the Cancers end up hurting themselves, and more so exclusively hurting other people really that didn't do anything to you, is because y'all are too worried about self-preservation. Too much. You're overly preoccupied with, well, what did this person mean? This person didn't mean anything more than what they told you. But you're listening too much for it. So other people gotta tiptoe around y'all. You see? Now, for the Cancer Crabs who think I'm coming at y'all, I don't care. I'm gonna just put it on out there. I don't care. If you got that much anger, write something in the comment section. I don't care. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm going to make a video in the future talking about why I'm saying what I'm talking about, so, to get you to understand. So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So you have the Three of Cups, the Star, and last but not least, you have the Ten of Pentacles. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune, these three cards represent how a lot of you Cancers are in the relationships, right? Or finding these relationships where you want something, you know you want something in return, but all you end up getting is problems. But you have to state what you want at the very beginning. You have to state, you know, that if you're going to be with someone, you are learning how to love, and you are learning how to receive as well as give love. And if a person doesn't know how to give love as well as understand how to receive it, then you as Cancers are going to take a step back. That's the most, that's the most productive thing that I'll ever tell Cancer crabs in my life. If y'all haven't made it this far to the video, I don't know what to tell y'all, because I dropped the gem here. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe.